My name's Braden Currie. I am 37 now, and I'm from Wanaka, New Zealand. I think I've raced here maybe 5 times now. Probably the most memorable year here was racing Javier Gomez. That year was a pretty phenomenal year actually. I think we had some real depth in the field, so it came down to a running race between me and Gomez. Yeah, we had a big battle for 5 or 6k, and I think that was the first time I went under 240 for the marathon too, so I guess a good stepping stone in my career of Ironman racing. The course is actually really good. Lots of rolling hills and that sort of punchy section through the middle. Yeah, Rex's Lookout just kind of breaks up the course a bit. It's actually a really nice kind of quite fast flowy hot mix section through the trees after that for a while. I love racing, and yeah, racing here is as good as it gets in a way. I love when it gets down into that 7-hour mark and it's still sort of side by side. As part of being a sports person, I think, you hope that it inspires other people to get out there and live their best life. For me, if I can show true grit, toughness and some inspiration out there on the course, and that helps some other people get out there and achieve their dreams, then yeah, for me that's awesome.
Love race week, so much mystery power. This is my favourite event. I guess it is the culmination of the Australian domestic season as well. So I think everyone's out there excited to be up in Cairns for what is now the #1 race in the world. Yeah, look, I've been coming here since my first win, 70.3 win in 2012. I've almost made it back every year, so I really can't miss it. Cairns, was being the regional championship of the 3, is the most difficult typically one to win. So yeah, look, I'd really love to just back that up this year and have another great performance. At my warm-up race for this event, I actually came off my bike leading into transition and virtually impaled myself on the bike. So yeah, it's been a challenging few weeks, and really I've only just been swimming regularly in the last maybe week or so. We're able to keep the volume up by just managing the situation using different equipment, snorkels, no flip turns and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm very proud of how we've managed it, because I'm actually feeling really fit. So there is always a way. If it means I had to sit indoors on the trainer on the treadmill for 3 or 4 weeks, which was, yeah, not a great for the mind, but it was, we managed to find a way. And so I'm really excited to be here, and now I have like the all clear to be outside and everything else and training normally. So yeah, I'm excited for Sunday. I think people are going to be so excited to see the bike leg of this race, and I reckon you're going to get a lot more international tourists and athletes coming to actually get a go at that, because I guess there's always been rumours of tropical North Queensland race, but they'll actually see it firsthand on TV, and yeah, I'm just excited to share that with everyone. It is not always the easiest place to get to, but I think if you make it a destination race, it's definitely something that people will go out of their way to do, and I think they just need to see it, see what we're all raving on about.
Yeah, know the course from coming up a few years ago, but haven't actually finished this race. It's nice to be here on the set of the first ever Jurassic Park. I feel stronger than I've been. We'll see what happens, but I think I'm better at this long stuff mentally. Yeah, it was, and seeing Lauren cry made me go cry even more. She's sacrificed heaps into the build-up for the Ironman before Port Mac. It was a surprise because things hadn't gone well. And it's easy to forget that I was hit by a car and got real lucky this year. So there's just so much that's happened to say this is going to be a bad year, but luck's been on my side. And also the 8 years of being in this sport now is on my side. I do want to win, yeah. Just because I think I'm capable of it. It's just the race has to go in favour of that person. I'll take as many risks as I think's wise, and then back off when I think it's starting to get silly. So we'll see, but I think these New Zealanders might race to not start the run with me. We'll see. I'll try my hardest to stay there. We were just talking about the fact that I'm being filmed before the race, and they'll cut to me during the race when things get boring, and they'll say, "Stephen, last place." We've wasted our time filming him pre-race. We tried to come up with what are my actual hobbies, and all we could come up with is hanging out with Winnie and Dudley the dog, just playing, and a view. So I love a good view. So I'm basically, it can ruin my races. Like it nearly ruined Port Mac. I get to enjoy everywhere I go. So yeah, I'm thinking about trekking through the woods. I'm trying my hardest to make smart decisions before this one, but it's hard to sit in your hotel room when they're always location races.
Kylie Simpson, 40, creeping up there in age, and from Brisbane. I love it. This is the 4th time, so 4 years in a row back here. 3rd last year, won it the year before that, and first Ironman in 2020 here, so it's always going to be special for me up here. Last year we learned a lot about the swim. So the first quarter of this year we did a swim block, and we were doing triple swim days, and you just said the water's not my friend, but now it is. And I love swimming. If you had asked me that question this time last year, I would have definitely agreed with you, but we've done a lot of work there and we've seen a lot of progress. And so yeah, I'm excited to get out there on Sunday and minimise that gap so that as soon as we get on the bike, we don't have as much deficit. Yeah, so I ran since I was in primary school, and found that I was injured a lot with significant injuries like stress fractures, etc. Later in life, and so I spent a lot of time in the pool, deep water running. Wish I had been practicing my swimming, and on a bike, cross training. When I was younger, at school was definitely 800, and then as I got older, the distance just kept on increasing. Definitely don't have that speed anymore to run the 8s, the 15s, the 3s, so then it got longer and longer.
Mike from Christchurch, and I'm 32. Yeah, I used to think the 32-year-olds are on the way out. I reckon I'll be getting in my prime about 52. Yeah, this is my 4th time in Cairns. Nothing memorable so far, so a few long days. I think you always got to go Kiwis first. Like I'm sure me and Braden will be companions until we need to be enemies. So yeah, it's sort of funny how it works like that. But when we're at home, it's definitely as soon as we're on the race course, it's just blow for blow. But once we're off it, it's just friendly banter. So no, it's a good relationship, I think, and yeah, we'll definitely try to stick it to the Aussies first. Oh, just take the legs over, keep moving, keep the gut going, you know, try not to shut down. It's kind of hard when you go from doing decent mileage to just cutting back in race week, so it's just trying to tick over and keep moving. Oh, after Geelong, I went home and bought a digger, so I've been playing around on that after training, getting out and doing some landscaping on the digger. So yeah, it's been a bit of fun, but yeah, it's always hard when you're training and then jumping on the digger and then back out training again. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, if I fall off my bike or something, I can go start up my digger business.
I'm Kate Gillespie-Jones, I'm 32 years old and I'm from Frankston, Victoria. Before starting triathlon, I played AFLW. I played for 5 seasons for North Melbourne and Carlton. Took up triathlons about 18 months ago, so my first one was March last year in Melbourne. So my first race went, yeah, not so bad, and then had some really good results at the second Melbourne race I did. Came first in my age group, and I thought, why not go up to sort of the pro ranks and see where I sit against the best. Yeah, really enjoying it so far. Even if I'm at the back of the race, it's good to see where I'm at. I think I've just always had a drive to get better, and particularly with triathlon compared to footy, I'm really loving that, like, you get out what you put in, and yeah, you can constantly see that progression as you go. A little bit nervous because a little bit of unknown, but no, ready to go. What more could you want? Like a day out in the sunshine exercising. It's pretty good. It's my first Ironman, so I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. Just go out there and yeah, try and do my best. So I grew up in a household with an Olympic swimmer, Brooke Hanson. So when I was a kid, that certainly inspired me. Didn't take up swimming though, I'm probably regretting it now. I remember one of my first races, somebody yelled out, "You run like Daniela Riff," and after that I've been following it. Yeah, she's a legend of the sport, and so people like that inspire me as well.
My name is Charlie Fuller. Come up here for Cairns 2023 Ironman. It's my first Ironman. I did my first triathlon last year at Noosa. Didn't do a whole heap of training, just gave it a go. And then I think, as they say, you kind of get hooked. Bought everything that you need, and here I am doing my first Ironman. Bottle It. Bottle It's a community triathlon group that's really trying to foster positive mental health. Bo, who heads up Bottle It's, a cracking bloke. It's all about good energy, getting everyone on board, and really firing everyone up to come and compete in this sport. What a great weekend to come up here and represent Bottle It and also spread the word. I was really stoked to be a part of it. I wore a Bottle It suit in Port, and I'll be doing it here again in Cairns. Everyone's just amping each other up. If you see another Bottle It competitor, you know, you're yelling at them as loud as you can. There's obviously the floral, which everyone knows and sees. So I think it goes without saying, you know, you see a Bottle It competitor on the course, give them a yell. I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I'm pretty amped for the finish line. Really looking forward to running down the red carpet. I want to try and get through the back end of the run, but I'm sure the feeling's going to be pretty unbelievable.